It's 6:40 on today's TMJ4. We want to get back to this breaking news situation happening about 16th and Lincoln.
And we have a live picture from the scene. Our Lauren Winfrey is actually there and joins us now with an update. And Lauren, I'm struck by how far apart these cars are and how they ended up from each other.
Hey, it's a pretty ugly scene out here. I'm going to step out of the way so you guys can see Susan. It was a little hard for me to hear me as these cars are passing by, but I think you asked how far the cars are apart, and it's a pretty good distance from each other. There's a white car that's right at this intersection of 16th and Lincoln, and then further down 16th, there is some type of SUV down there, and it's pretty banged up. Both of these cars are pretty banged up. We also see this light pole. It's kind of leaning over. One of the cars had to have crashed into that, and it's just so much debris out here. There are car parts, there are pieces of poles and other utility items out here, so it's just a pretty bad scene altogether. And we did speak with police, but we don't know how many people were in either vehicle or any injuries at this time, but we do know that this was a rollover crash. One of the cars did roll over.
So that's a really busy spot, Lauren. Is that traffic getting by you on Lincoln Avenue there?
So it seems like traffic on Lincoln isn't really affected, besides people obviously looking at what's happening over here. But it doesn't seem to have affected this traffic too much. On 16th, obviously the street is blocked off. So if you're in this area, you should probably avoid that section of 16th because there's just no getting down there right now.
And I also noticed, Lauren, that there are homes in the area. We saw what appeared to be maybe a mother and her child outside just looking at the debris. I can imagine that that's pretty frightening for the people who live there.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine waking up to this right outside of your home. There's some witnesses over here near where we are, and they were saying that this happened about 5:30. So I'm sure just the impact of those two cars crashing, just how loud that must have been. It probably woke people up out of their sleep. So there have been some people trickling out here to take a look at what's going on. But for the most part, it seems to be pretty clear as police just kind of assess the situation and try to keep people back and keep it as safe as possible.
So Lauren Winfrey there at 16th and Lincoln on this breaking news. Lauren, appreciate the update. And yeah, classic Milwaukee South Side. Look how close some of those homes are right to the road. So wasn't that far away from where this car, where that van ultimately came to rest.
And also the time of day when a lot of people are either getting up or making their way for the day. So a busy time of the morning as well.